Ladies and gentlemen, and all the rest of you wonderful people out there, hello and welcome to S.T.A.L.K.E.R? S.T.A.L.K.E.R Clear Skies, a game that I was gifted by a friend who asked me how I feel about scary games, I guess he put it. I don't remember exactly. But after telling him that I was okay with them, kind of liked them, yada yada yada, he gifted me this. So thank you, Bolt, for the game. And we're going to get on to playing it. Before we get started, understand that I have no idea what the hell I'm getting into. I have no idea what S.T.A.L.K.E.R is. Never heard of it. Never played the previous games or games afterwards. Definitely tell this seems like maybe an older game, maybe? Kind of feels that way. Maybe it's a indie game. I don't even know that. I have no idea. Completely blind. So we're going to start a new game. If there's a tutorial, I will cut that out, and as soon as I figure out the controls, we'll be back. So let's first see if there is a cinematic of any sort to get through. Okay. Let's put it on S.T.A.L.K.E.R, since that'll probably be in normal mode. That is an ugly-ass doll. In fact, that dog is
actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Oh boy. Okay. That's never a good sign.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly. Although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
Look, he's waking up. You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling? Do you remember what happened to you?
I guess he remembers. Bunch of scientists, and then the emission. Yeah.
In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. Big lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing. So let's continue this conversation later.
Alright. Excuse me. And I need to turn down the sound effects because they're a bit loud for me. Okay, that's a little better. That's a crouch. That ain't much of a crouch. Sprint. And that's to walk, or sneak. Okay. Where'd old man go? Might need to change these controls, so that shift should be a run for me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's better. And that. Alright. So where am I going? Let's see. I'm walking on a roof. Probably not a good idea. Okay. Alright, it's way down. And again, I have no idea what kind of game this actually is or what I'm in for.
I'm glad to see you, young man. You look considerably better.
Got a feeling it's going to be sort-of like the Fallout 3 and 4, maybe. Kind of RPG-ish going on, which would be pretty cool. Zones. So what is this zone?
Young man, if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions, let's call them misguided human actions, and we are unable to return to the status quo. The zone cannot be destroyed, nor will it disappear of its own accord. We, Clear Sky, believe that there is only one way to reconcile man with the zone: coexistence.
Okay. Why is this zone having the shakes?
How can I best explain? Let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone was stable, and there were no significant deviations from the norm. And now we've seen a gigantic emission that has changed the face of the zone. The system became unstable, distorted, a glitch of sorts. The zone is spewing out emission after emission and pumping itself full of energy with each one, so much so that the readings on my sensors oscillate with unbelievable speed. And unless we find a way of reversing this trend, the result will be a disaster of far greater proportions than the 1986 catastrophe. The most important lesson in all this is that this glitch is not a product of natural causes. This is human handiwork. And that's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance to prevent a disaster. Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be the only one able to set it right. In any event, I very much hope that is the case. I fear that question is not one I can answer. I suggest you address it to Lebedev.
Alright, so this feels like it may be a bit story-driven, which is a good thing. But that might mean I will end up cutting a bit of this out for those watching it so they don't have to sit through all the questioning. So there's my radar, and there is a slightly small highlighted dot that I'm walking towards. Is that the person I need to talk to? A person? These was 4. Let me catch up with these. Alright, go back to sleep. Don't seem to have a stamina bar.
Look who we got visiting out. Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of Verde. You drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. I was collecting bottles one after another, and they let me in. I'm kidding. The truth is, there was no place for me in our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is if you know why you've never heard of it. Because too many people want to know about it. And the fewer that do, the better.
Colt, leave the Merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion.
Alrighty.
I'll catch you later.
Guess he's in here. Might be upstairs. Or he's right here.
Got some fresh air?
Got some
You
fresh
look
air.
better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on this situation. You're in the Clear Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history.
What's the zone?
As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago. No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people, and that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. I see. How can I help you?
Alright.
Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them. Guys, we are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro in that sort of thing.
This is the second outpost. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack. Help!
That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone? Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along.
Okay. No idea how to survive in the zone, though. I guess we're gonna learn by trial, huh? Alright, buddy.
Roger that.
Hello there. At last. Here, take this basic equipment kit.
Huh.
It's designed specifically for patrol missions.
Thank you.
I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for question.
Okay. Let's look at said equipment here. We have some shotgun rounds. So I don't think we have ammunition for that, or do we? Let's see, man, 18mm. That's gonna be my sidearm. I think. Maybe. Not sure, but I got shotgun shells, so we'll use that. This echo detector. Okay. Bandages. And some anti-radiation.
Visitor? I'll be right there.
Okay. So how do I pull my
You
guns?
have my full attention.
What? Okay, I'm ready. What? You gonna blindfold me? You rat bastard. Okay, so got my gun, got my shot.
Mark, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
What? Bolt. How do I throw a bolt? No idea what he meant by throwing a bolt. Alright, so here we are. Message log. Yeah, looks like I just went offline. Lovely. Numbers ahead, careful, remember, don't move until you throw a bolt in front of you. Okay, do I have bolts? Do I have bolts? What do I have in here? This is bandages, that's not that, that's... what are these? First aid kits, what the hell were you talking about? This is where I came in. There's the anomaly.
Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Really? Really? Alright. Alright, that's for aiming. That's from a pistol.
Merc, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
Can I shoot at him? That don't seem to work. Can't walk around them, though. No, I can't either. Oh, no, there's one over next to me. Okay, so... this... I don't want to drop it. Give me that. Says don't.
By the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Huh. Alright, so guess since I'm not throwing bolts down, I just have to be careful and walk around the visible anomalies. I hear something rat-a-tat-tat. I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, there's somebody firing up there, looks like. What is he firing at? That, I see.
Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there!
Yeah.
You're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Make it what? What? Just shoot at the big pig thing? Is that what you want me to do? Give me that. I can't even shoot that. How? Okay.
Attention all fighters. An mission is approaching. Get to cover now.
Did I just shoot him? Or was that the mission? Get to cover now. Oh shit, what the hell? Okay. Where was the last save? Probably back where I started. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Okay. Okay, we're back. Rule 1. Rule 1. Save the damn game. Now we're back at it. Pull the pistol back out and let's ease our way through because it sounds like they want you to find shit, but you're not going to find shit, so we're going to move through and get back where the hell we were at.
Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact. The monsters can't get you there.
Okay, so I wonder if I'm supposed to stay up here during the mission because apparently I can't get down without dying.
I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. Any mission is approaching. Get to cover now.
Task cancelled and a mission. Okay, well, let's see what happens if I stay out in the mission, since I survived the first one. Or can I get down by doing this? No. And... do I win? Okay, ask dude what happened. Is he in here? Yeah, there he is. Hey, guy.
You survived the mission again.
Yay!
I'm not even that surprised. Our boys
I'm not either.
flew up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait. Don't get too excited. There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die. A normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the zone. The zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the zone is taboo, a place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that recent events in the zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the brain scorcher. It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Wishcraft. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain scorcher.
Okay.
I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process.
Okay.
I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will... You're right, but we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions, and that means something.
Yeah. Lots of confidence there.
We
What's the
have
plan?
to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price.
Okay.
There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly.
Okay.
I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice.
Let's look at my options.
Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead.
Okay.
Through the swamps, of course, how else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Am I free to go now? Okay. Guess not. Wait a minute. Features, so if you're curious about any, just ask. Thanks. Let's just look at the PDF. This is map. Faction war. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Statistics. Killed one monster. No stalkers. I guess people are stalkers or something, I guess. Different factions. Friends. Enemies. Message log. Alright. guess I gotta talk to this guy again.
You're with us again? Oh, welcome, guest from foreign lands. What come you with? A bursting purse? Prized exotic wonders?
Let's see here. Neither, unfortunately. I got hit by a mission. Press 5. Totally empty now. Give me some shit.
I heard your story. I reckon the main thing is that you're still alive. Stuff is easy enough to replace, as long as the zone is kind of you. So, you gonna trade, or you got some questions? That's the sort of people we are. You can't buy an extra 15 minutes of life, or a spare store from death. But us traders are needed everywhere. Even if... let's not talk about it. Who knows? Maybe... Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Flash drive. Okay. Body armor. Okay. Okay.
Have a
trade.
safe trip.
Okay, I got stuff. I've got stuff. I thought it said was it. Alright. Okay. So that's not who I need to talk to here. Aha, there's somebody back here. So I guess we're going to the pump station next.
You have my full attention.
See, the Great Swamps? Yes. Blindfolded, okay. I guess that's how they're going to, I guess... Okay, that works.
Anyway, if you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing hamlet.
I guess the blindfold kinda explains away the transition screen. I guess that works. And I guess we're after bandits.
It looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet.
What the hell is that
That's
thing?
where they are.
Whatever it is, they're running away. I ain't wasting my bullets on them. Or should... Okay, got to. Those are ugly.
Quick! We're getting slaughtered here! We can't hold on much longer.
How's my health even going down?
Us.
I wonder if he... Why is my health going down?
Let's show them who's boss.
Is that my blood? Am I bleeding out? Must be bleeding out. I must have been bleeding out the whole time. Okay, well, that's interesting. And here they come again. Okay, they're all dead now. Search body. You got nothing. You got nothing. Okay. Where we going?
Man, that was some fine defensive action.
I hear something. I see something. You know what? No, not that! Did I not? There it is.
Damn! They spotted us!
These good guys, bad guys. These my people? Guess he's my people.
Quick! We're getting slaughtered here!
Okay.
We can't hold on much longer. Hurry, help us!
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn you! Where on earth are you?
So I guess we're going this way.
Another attack repelled. We'll have to fight out in the open.
Ow, ow. And I'm dead. And I didn't save for a good long while there either. But this was kind of interesting, kind of fun. Sort of. As much I was told not to look into the game, I may have to actually have some idea of how to play it. I got no idea what the hell I'm doing. But there is S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Sky. I may return to it, I may not, so we're gonna kind of toss this under Fuzzeh Plays, kind of a spotlight look at video, and if y'all want to see more of it, or any other game of any sort, do let me know. Otherwise, I will see y'all in the next video. Good night, everybody.